Welcome to Ghetto Crash Course. My name is Tristan Green, and today we'll be asking the question, did the Black Plague do more than kill a lot of people? I think it did, and here are the perspectives I will be using to back that claim up. The Black Plague arrived in Europe by sea in October 1347 when 12 trading ships from Genoa, after a long trip through the Black Sea, docked in Messina. The people who came to greet the ships were probably quite surprised when they noticed that nearly everyone on board was dead. Those who were still living were overcome with fever, unable to eat, and overwhelmed with pain. Possibly the strangest part about this is that the sailors were covered in black boils that oozed blood and pus. This is where the name Black Death comes from. So, how deadly really was this disease? Well, almost immediately the ships were ordered out of the harbor, but the small amount of time that they were there was too much, and the disease ended up eliminating 20 to 50 million people in Europe over the course of 5 years, 20 to 60% of the continent's population. So yeah, it killed a lot of people, big deal. But what else did it do? Well, first off, the golden age of peasants began. For so many people were dying that shops and businesses were in dire need, thus promoting the need to hire peasants. Land was plentiful and wages were high, so this was a very prosperous time for poor people. People didn't quite understand the biology of the disease, and as a result, a huge psychological shift occurred. Many believed that the Black Death was kind of a punishment from God, and they needed to win his forgiveness. To do this, people would purge their communities of heretics and other people they deemed unworthy to God. This is why many thousands of Jews were massacred during these times. Italian writer Giovanni Boccaccio wrote a description of the plague in 1348. According to sourcebooks.edu, the entry into Giovanni's book reads as follows. Not such were they as in the East, where an issue of blood from the nose was a manifest sign of inevitable death. But in men and women alike, it first betrayed itself by the emergence of certain tumors in the groin or the armpits, some of which grew as large as a common apple, others as an egg, some more, some less, which the common folk called gavacioli. From the two said parts of the body, this deadly gavacioli soon began to propagate and spread itself in all directions indifferently, after which the form of the malady began to change, black spots or livid making their appearance in many cases on the arm or the thigh or elsewhere, now few and large, then minute and numerous. And as the gavacioli had been and still were an inflammable token of approaching death, such also were these spots on whomsoever they shewed themselves. So to answer my question again, yes, the Black Death killed countless people, but it caused a lot more than just this. People were ignorant and made assumptions about the disease that resulted in the deaths of countless people. Land was so bountiful that the homeless had a much easier time buying land, along with higher wages due to the desperate need of work. There was also a shortage of food due to the plague wiping out entire farming communities and villages. People in plague-stricken zones avoided other healthy people, which weakened the socio-economic fabric of villages and communities. The plague caused the death of many and the misery of even more. Thanks for watching. My sources are here as well as in the description. Have a good day and don't catch the plague.
Wiki.ezvid.com